types of antelope to show you to the right. The tan-colored antelope to the right are called greater kudu. Greater kudu are Africa's second tallest antelope. The kudu I see are girls. The boys get bigger and grow spiral-shaped horns, while the reddish-brown colored antelope with white stripes to the right are called bongo. Bongo have been nicknamed the ghost of the forest. They're known for being shy and rarely seen. Up ahead on our left, I've got a couple of large black and white birds called saddle-billed stork. One of Africa's tallest storks. They can be up to 5 feet tall and have up to a 9-foot wingspan. We're going to make our way to the Safi River next. There we'll be on the lookout for hippos and crocodiles. Hippos can be fair swimmers. Hippos can hold their breath for about 8 minutes at a time. Most of the time when you see them moving in the water, though, they're just walking on the bottom of the river. More hippos to the left. Out of the water, a hippo is pretty mobile. They can run at about 20 miles an hour and turn on a dime. Also to the left, you're going to see pink-backed pelicans. The girl pelicans choose their boyfriend based on who brings them the nicest looking stick. That stick will then go on to become the foundation of their nest. So instead of a ring, she gets a house. I take a house over a ring any day.
That's right.
We're about to cross over a really old bridge, and this is the part of the river where I usually see Nile crocodile. You're going to see the crocodile coming up on our left. Just make sure everyone stays seated for me. Grow up, make sure we're sitting down, please. Nile crocodile can grow up to 20 feet in length, weigh almost 1,000 pounds, and get the Nile part of their name because they were discovered in the Nile River, which baobab trees do remain leafless for about 9 months out of the year. And during the rainy season, not only do they grow leaves, but they also produce a citrus-tasting fruit that the locals will use to make something similar to lemonade. I'm already starting to see movement on the savanna down below, including giraffe and wildebeest. I should be able to get you a pretty good view of just about everybody out here. Zebras up ahead as well. Now those are going to be Hartman's mountain zebras up ahead, and it looks like they're going to be on both sides of the road. I'll get you a much better view in just a minute. Over to the left, there's a cave. Inside the cave, you're going to see brown, black, and white calico-looking dogs called painted dogs, also known as the African wild dog and the African hunting dog. One of the most successful hunters on the planet, teamwork is the key to their success. In the dog family, painted dogs are most closely related to foxes. They are, however, not hyenas. Hyenas are not related to dogs. Hyenas are bigger, a different shade of brown, and have a different head and body shape. Google them on your phone. And unlike hyenas, painted dogs, unfortunately, are critically endangered. There's less than 5,000 of them left in all of Africa. Got the Hartman's mountain zebras on both of us. They're one of 3 different kinds of zebras found in Africa. As their name implies, Hartman's mountain zebras do prefer the hillier parts of the reserve. Further back to our left, laying in the grass and standing up, I've got a couple of dark brown and white antelope called sable antelope, named for their sable brown color. Those are girls. The boys get bigger. The boys also get darker and darker as they age. While the several of the wildebeest there. Some of you might know wildebeest by their other name. They also go by the name the gnu, spelled G-N-U, which is actually the name of the sound that wildebeest make to one another. Literally, when they talk to each other, it sounds like they're saying gnu, gnu. I do see more wildebeest up ahead. Also got some giraffe and my favorite animals up on the hill. Big brown cattle, great big giant horns known as the Ankole cattle. Ankole also go by the name Watusi, which is the name of the tribe that first domesticated the cattle over 6,000 years ago. Now the giraffe that you're going to be seeing are Maasai giraffe. They're one of 9 different types of giraffe found throughout Africa. The Maasai are known for their reddish-brown coloration and lacy look to their patch pattern. You'll also see some wee gazelles, tan, black, and white in color. Those are Springbok, and that's as big as they're ever going to get. Typically weighing about 70 to 100 pounds, can spring 10 feet in the air to get away from a predator. Springbok can also run at 50 miles an hour. At the top of the hill, you'll see the cattle. The solid brown one is the bull. The brown and white ones are the cows. Those horns do for the cattle what a radiator does for a car. The horns help to cool their blood down on hot days so that they don't overheat. Then you've got more of the giraffe here. Known to be the tallest land animals, giraffe can be up to 20 feet tall, and they have the same number of bones in their neck that you and I have in our necks. Theirs, of course, are just much bigger. That's 7 cervical vertebrae, by the way. More giraffe to the left. This is the size difference between a male and a female. Male giraffe can be anywhere from 2 to 4 feet taller than female giraffe.
I wish I could take care of all
the name giraffe is actually Arabic in origin. Loosely translated to English, giraffe means one who walks with grace. We're going to start making our way into elephant country. I do know a couple of watering holes. Now, elephant can mean that there's females not far away. Even though the girls won't let him in the herd, he still likes to hang out close to where they're at. Definitely going to be worth checking out that second watering hole. I see more of their herd up ahead. Now, herds of elephants are going to be made up of females and their youngsters, and for the most part, all the females in a herd will be related to each other because mothers and daughters often spend their whole lifetime together. Now, mom is about average size for a female. They usually weigh between 6,000 and 8,000 pounds. Big males like the one we saw earlier usually weigh between 11,000 and 13,000 pounds. And 14-year-olds coming back this way as well. There's a nice view of the Ankole bull over to our right. The horns are mostly hollow, by the way. They're not as heavy as they may look. You're going to see greater flamingo. Greater flamingo are the largest but lightest pink of all flamingo species. They get their coloration from the brine shrimp that they eat. It's the keratin in the shrimp that turns their feathers pink. I've also got some wildebeest and springbok over to our right. Now, wildebeest are part of one of the largest animal migrations left on Earth. When wildebeest migrate across the Serengeti, their herds will number in the tens of thousands. Come on, little ducky, you gotta get out of the road, sweetie. It's a good bird. All the way out. All the way out.
Oh, they're so cute.
Horned oryx. Have horns shaped like scimitar swords that get 4.5 feet long. They're also a desert dweller. They can go up to 9 months without drinking water. We've also got a white rhinoceros up on the same hill sleeping. Much bigger than a black rhino, white rhinos can weigh over 5,000 pounds. Black rhinos are solitary, white rhinos are social. They live in herds called crashes. Got another white rhino laying on the hill over here to the right. Let me get around front to see if I can get you a better view of her. This is a mama with her baby. Baby's a little boy. He's about 5 months old. I know, isn't he adorable? He already acts like he owns the savannah. It's great. Now, he'll be a baby for about 2 to 3 years. That's how long he's going to nurse from his mom. And then it's going to take him till he's about 4 to get fully grown, and he'll end up much bigger than his mom. The boys can outweigh the girls by almost 1,000 pounds. You'll see these scattered throughout the savannah. A lot of different animals like to hang out near copies. They like to hop up on the rocks and use them as a lookout post. We'll have to see if anybody's in the area. I see an ostrich laying next to the road up ahead on our right. Oh, we got lions on the Kopi. When you get around here, you're going to see a really nice view of the male lion and one of the lionesses there. The other lioness is above them. Now that's pretty much what lions do for about 18 to 20 hours out of the day. They're going to do most of their hunting at night. Plus they've got really good night vision. I'm going to get you a better view of that other female lion in a moment. Ostriches to the right, largest bird in the world, but they cannot fly. They can, however, run at about 40 miles an hour. That one's a girl. The girls have gray feathers. Boys have black feathers.
It's Simba and Nala.
If you get around here, get you another view.
Yeah, they're like super close.
Try to get that second lioness in there. It is true that the girls are going to do most of the hunting for the pride, but the male's main job is that of protector. Not a lot of animals will mess around with a fully grown male lion. He can weigh over 500 pounds. The girls are about half that size.
They're so beautiful.
They are very fascinated by that baby white rhino, except that's way out of their league, even if they were a bigger pride, because to deal with 4,400-pound mom and the rest of the herd would not be a good thing. Takes about 18 to 24 chicken eggs to be the same size as one ostrich egg. They also take about twice as long to hatch. A chicken egg will hatch in 21 to 28 days. It can take more than 45 days for an ostrich egg to hatch. From larger livestock like cattle to smaller livestock like goats. Being smaller, they don't take up as much room. They'll eat any kind of vegetation, and they're pretty hardy. They're fairly easy to take care of. Any milk the family doesn't consume can be sold at market. Goat's milk's actually healthier for you than cow's milk. It's lower in fat, higher in protein, and does not have lactose. This does end our safari. I hope you got to see some of the animals that you really wanted to see. If not, I do invite you to come back and join us again sometime. Different animals do tend to be active at different